friends, welcome back to the channel. I'm Amber and I'm so glad you've joined me today for this little update, and I wanted to talk about my weight loss journey. Of course, that's why I started this YouTube channel several years ago, and just want to talk a little bit about that. At the end of my last video, I asked, how you guys are doing with your weight loss journey, and several of you said you're on the struggle bus. And you know what? I'm right there with you. Welcome, welcome. All are welcome on the struggle bus. But yeah, I want to talk a little bit about that. I'm sitting outside today because it's pretty nice in the shade. High of 88 today here in sunny Florida. This week it's supposed to get up to 95 on Wednesday and Thursday. It is unseasonably hot for even us Floridians. But anyway, so we just got home from church. Happy Palm Sunday to you guys. It was a great message. We're going through the book of Genesis. It's an In the Beginning series. And today was talking about Abraham and when he went up to sacrifice Isaac, and how it was kind of a foreshadow of the sacrifice of Jesus on the cross in the New Testament. So it was a great message. We had communion, which is always a special time, and it was really good. So now I just wanted to get on here because I have been meaning to. As always, I think about you guys so much and uploading a video, but there's life. Life is busy. It's busy being a Grammy, and all that good stuff. Of course, having a good time with my 1-year-old grandson still, and then our new grandson is due in August, so very soon. And our family is super excited to have welcomed another little baby into our fold just yesterday. So yesterday, day before. Yes, one of my sister's children had a baby, so super excited. Can't see him because he's up north, but can't wait till the day that we do get to meet this little one. So life is so precious. But lately, well, ever since my dad's passing, and probably before then, I'm always sifting, sorting, cleaning, organizing, but I've kicked it up into high gear, since my dad's passing. There's been a lot to take care of and a lot to do around here, not just his things, but, as we kind of settle into some new spaces. My husband has his office, his home office, in what was my dad's bedroom previously, and it has a good sized closet in there, so we're able to store some things. So just sifting, sorting, moving some things around. But as I have been going through various closets, etc., I am reminded that, just doing a little bit at a time, because sometimes it can be overwhelming when you have a lot of stuff accumulated. Hubby and I have been married, almost 30 years. So, you have a lot of stuff. Even though we've moved a lot, gotten rid of a lot, procured a lot more, gotten rid of more, it's a vicious cycle, right? But just doing a little bit at a time really does add up and make a big difference, at least to me mentally. But it makes me realize the difference that just these micro sessions can make in the full scheme of my plan. Pardon the vehicle noises. There's some busy intersections near us. But anyway, small changes, small little investments of time, energy, effort can yield tremendous results, right? And it is the same with weight loss. Weight loss is always on my mind. I'm always trying to focus on how can I get rid of these 50 pounds that I'm really working hard to shed. And while, I'm pretty busy, my attention is diverted. It's focused on a lot of different areas. There's a lot of people pulling at me, and even in my own mind, I have a lot of things I want to do. So, life is busy for all of us. It just is. It never stops. The merry-go-round never stops. It doesn't matter what's happening. There's just always so much fighting for our attention, right? But, so I'm thinking, I got to watch my sugar. We want to eat things low in sugar. We want to look for those healthy recipes. We want to exercise more. We want to increase our water intake. We want to do things that are good for our mind. So, maybe listen to classical music, turn off the news, read a book, and sleep. Don't forget sleep. We need to go to bed earlier. And take your vitamins and supplements, if you want to live a long time. We have all this pressure of all these things that we think will help us, and of course they do. But these things, if we could just master all of these things, then we will find success in weight loss. So I've been dialing that back. Let's just dial that back a little bit. So this is my goal. And some weeks it may be the same goal. But this week, my goal moving forward is to focus on one thing, right? So in the past, I've said, if I can just get on the treadmill. Well, I haven't gotten on the treadmill. However, I have gone on walks in the neighborhood, so that's good. Actually, I feel like that's better. It's better for my back, I have to say, because the treadmill is kind of an unnatural, just flat surface, whereas, the streets and roads, when you're walking, my physical therapist explained it, that it's just a different step that your body makes. So treadmill, it's great if you can't get outside. It's the next best thing. But at any rate, I've always said, I want to get on the treadmill. If I can just do the treadmill once a day, blah, 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 then I will have succeeded. Well, lately my form of exercise, like I said, has been walking in the neighborhood and then also gardening. I've planted several rose bushes and redid both of the front flower beds, and my son has been a huge help with that. I'm so thankful for his young muscles and back. But we have a little bit more to do out front, but it's getting so hot, you guys. But anyway, we just have a little bit more to do outside, and then everything else will be indoors and then in the pool, getting the pool cleaned up and ready to go. So that is exciting. But my focus this week is do some form of exercise, whether it's the rowing machine, the treadmill, whatever. You pick your own favorite thing that you like to do. Maybe some stretches, do one thing every day. Now, this coming week is going to be super busy for this Grammy. But at any rate, my goal is for 5 minutes a day to do some form of exercise. So that is my goal. I remember back when I was on Weight Watchers, and the weigh-in would be Wednesdays. And Tuesday night, oh my goodness, what anxiety and stress I would have as to whether I would have a loss or not. As if having a loss would mean success and having a gain would mean failure. And I'd like to kind of redefine that within my mind, because you're never a failure if you're trying. It just can't be so cut and dry that, if our body doesn't respond to what we think that it should, or in the way that we think it should, then we're failing somehow. Well, I'd like to, like I said, redefine that, because, I'm 53 years old, and for all of you who are, 40, 50, whatever, it gets harder. It really does. And I have to say, being surgically menopausal, that definitely presents a lot of hormonal changes. I'm sure many of you can relate. But even the younger folks, it's weight loss is always a challenge, or at least it is for me. Always has been. But you know what? There is something to be said for never giving up. Never giving up. And I have said that in the past, that I would never give up. I would die trying to lose weight, which is true. But, I have certain parameters here. For instance, some people, they don't mind consuming artificial sweeteners and that sort of thing. I know even when I was on Weight Watchers, a lot of people found success that way. But for me, I like to do things more of the natural route. You know, you do you, I do me. That's how we roll. But for me, it is, you know, following what my conscience is, things I've read, that sort of thing. But I am trying. So each week, like I said, I plan to have a particular focus, and that is my measurement of success. So, and you know what, even if we don't hit our mark, which of course we are prone to fail, prone to falling short, right? It's always a great time to begin again. And that is something that I have to remind myself. You know, sometimes I know, myself included, big time, I can get really discouraged at not seeing the results that I want. But like I said, we have to keep in mind that sometimes, despite the greatest efforts, and you know, life happens, we have obstacles, but you know what? Prayerfully, we never give up. So that is my encouragement to you. Don't give up, even if you're on the struggle bus, even if it's hard, even if you're overwhelmed by all of the things that you should be doing. Yes, and you know, in a perfect world, we should just do it all so perfectly, but we are imperfect and we live in a fallen world. So there's that. But I hope that you will join me this week in just having movement, more exercise every day, even if it's just for 5 minutes, just a few minutes to move. I always say move more than you did yesterday, just to kind of mix it up and let that be your focus. And I hope that you get some traction in your weight loss. That is what I'm hoping for myself. But anyway, thanks for joining me today, and I wish you all great success on your health and wellness journey, and I will see you soon. God bless.